Hello and welcome to things I find interesting that happened today in the past, aka Tifitht Itp. This show is all about the historical events of the past, both recognized by actual historians and ones I personally find interesting enough to talk about. My information, as you may or may not know, comes from the smart device application On This Day, the icon of which can be seen as cutoff prevention at the beginning and end of this video. The music in the background is Frag Out by DJ ASSASS1N. Anyway, on with the show! Today is Thursday, aka Thursday, January 28, 2016. In 1988, in R.V. Morton-Collar, the Supreme Court of Canada struck down all anti-abortion laws, effectively allowing abortions in Canada during all 9 months of pregnancy. In 1986, during the STS-51L mission, Space Shuttle Challenger exploded after liftoff, killing all 7 astronauts on board. In 1985, supergroup United Support of Artists for Africa recorded the hit single We Are the World to help raise funds for Ethiopian famine relief. In 1981, Ronald Reagan lifted remaining domestic petroleum price and allocation controls in the United States, helping to end the 1979 oil crisis and begin the 1980s oil glut. In 1979, CBS News Sunday Morning debuted with original host and co-creator Charles Kuralt. In 1965, the current design of the flag of Canada was chosen by an Act of Parliament. In 1958, the last episode of the British radio comedy program The Goon Show was broadcast. Also in 1958, the Lego company patented the design of its Lego bricks, which are still compatible with bricks produced today. In 1956, Elvis Presley made his first U.S. television appearance. In 1935, Iceland became the first Western country to legalize therapeutic abortion. Also in 1935, the first ski tow in the U.S. began operation in Vermont. In 1933, the name Pakistan was coined by Qadri Rahmat Ali Khan and was accepted by the Indian Muslims, who then nearby adopted it further for the Pakistan movement seeking independence. In 1915, an act of the U.S. Congress created the United States Coast Guard as a branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. In 1909, with the exception of Guantanamo Bay Naval Base, U.S. troops left Cuba after having been there since the Spanish-American War. In 1902, the Carnegie Institution of Washington was founded in Washington, D.C. with a $10 million gift from Andrew Carnegie. In 1896, Walter Arnold of East Peckham, Kent, became the first person to be convicted of speeding. He was fined 1 shilling plus costs for speeding at 8 miles per hour or 13 kilometers per hour, thereby exceeding the contemporary speed limit of 2 miles per hour or 3.2 kilometers per hour. In 1887, in a snowstorm at Fort Keogh, Montana, the world's largest snowflakes were reported, 15 inches or 38 centimeters wide and 8 inches or 20 centimeters thick. In 1878, Yale Daily became the first daily college newspaper in the United States. In 1855, a locomotive on the Panama Canal Railway ran from the Atlantic to Pacific Oceans for the first time. In 1813, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice was first published in the United Kingdom. In 1754, Horace Walpole coined the word serendipity in a letter to Horace Mann. In 1724, the Russian Academy of Sciences was founded in St. Petersburg by Peter the Great and implemented by Senate decree. It retained its name until 1917. In 1624, Sir Thomas Warner founded the first British colony in the Caribbean on the island of St. Kitts. In 1573, Articles of Warsaw Confederation were signed, sanctioning freedom of religion in Poland. In 1393, King Charles VI of France was nearly killed when several dancers' costume caught fire during a masquerade ball. And in 814, Charlemagne died of pleurisy in Aachen as the first Holy Roman Emperor. He was succeeded by his son Louis the Pious as king of the Frankish Empire. Births, aka 1988, Jesse James Hollywood 1980, Nick Carter 1980, Seamus 1978, Joey Fatone 1977, Shark Boy 1975, Sarah McLachlan 1968, Halo Every Day Every Year. And that concludes Tifitht Itp for your dose of Passive Events Daily. I am Ayo and you are you. Toodles!